And welcome back, you guys. This is my Week 12 recap of the 2017-2018 NFL season. Layton Harman for you on YouTube, _Squirrel for you on Twitter. As I recap week number 12, we do have two games still intact for this week. We got the Sunday night game about to happen in just a matter of seconds. It's the Green Bay Packers at Heinz Field facing the Pittsburgh Steelers. I expect the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this game, possibly by a blowout in very chilly conditions in Pittsburgh. Monday Night Football, we got the Baltimore Ravens hosting the Houston Texans. I have the Ravens winning this one. Texans just, without Deshaun Watson, is not going to do too much in this game. So, get those two games out of the way and give you the recap to the rest of the games this up past week 12. We had the Thursday game. I told you to take the Vikings. For a minute, I said the Lions would win this game early last week. But I changed my pick about an hour before game time on Thanksgiving Day. And I went with the Vikings to beat the Lions 30-23 in a very wild, entertaining game where Case Keenum did very well. I think he threw for 3 or 4 touchdowns. And the Vikings are 9-2 as they trail the Philadelphia Eagles by a game. I told you to take the Los Angeles Chargers to defeat the Dallas Cowboys 28-6. It's funny that I picked the Chargers in this, but I forgot to change my pick in a couple other pools, so I lost it there. But here the Chargers, Phillip Rivers, a big day. 3 or 4 touchdown passes. Pass rush was just too much for that Cowboys offense as well as the defense. Dak Prescott just didn't look himself in that game. Cowboys are now 5-6 and they got a rough road to get that wild card, which I pretty much doubt that with their loss, it then giving the Philadelphia Eagles that NFC East title. Of course, with the win today against the Bears. It was the Giants losing to the Washington Redskins 20-10. This game was a mess. I did not watch this game. I knew this game would be a sleeper. I knew this game was going to be one of those NFC East battles. A dull, boring game in the first half. Only 6 points were scored in that first half. But they scored 30 points in the second half. Redskins win it 20-10. Giants, I thought, would cover the game, but Eli Manning had a sack fumble. Redskins kicked 3 points, and they put it to 10 points. So, yeah, Redskins are tied with the Cowboys at 5-6. One of these two teams is going to end up being in second and third place, respectfully. We'll see what happens because those two, Cowboys and Redskins, go at it this Thursday night, I think, in Dallas. So we'll have to see when I check out my Week 13 picks. Today, I had the Chiefs to win this game, but what the hell did they do? Absolutely nothing. Alex Smith looked a mess. Kareem Hunt, still a human, still not able to get the big run or whatever. Tyreek Hill, same for him. It was just an unbelievable game that the Bills beat the Chiefs 16-10. The Chiefs have lost 5 out of the last 6 games, and now they are almost looking like they're still in the AFC West Conference, lead in the wild card. Not the wild card, the next to last spot. And now you got them reeling. I'll be surprised after all that they did, they'll find themselves out of the wild card and out of the playoffs altogether. Because 8-8 will not get you in. I told you to take the Carolina Panthers to defeat the New York Jets. It was a tight game. Who would have thought the Jets was going to score 27 points over that Panthers offense? 35-27. Cam Newton, Christian McCaffrey and Jonathan Stewart, they were the hit in that game at the Meadowlands. Of course, the Eagles blow out the Chicago Bears 31-3. Carson Wentz, 3 touchdown passes That's 28 touchdown passes for him in the season. The Eagles' 9-game winning streak ties their franchise record since 2004, where they went to the Super Bowl but lost. Do we see deja vu happen this season? 1 week, 1 game at a time. Alshon Jeffrey, touchdown pass on his former Chicago Bears team. LeGarrette Blount almost had a 100-yard running on the rush. 3 short. We was at 97. Zach Ertz had his first 100-yard reception in his career. First of the season. I think he had 103 or 104, something to that effect. So, yeah. Eagles will be facing the Seahawks next week in Seattle on Sunday Night Football. It was the Patriots all over the Dolphins, 35-17. Tom Brady, TB13, still doing it for the Patriots. Gronkowski also had a touchdown pass for New England in this game. Deion Lewis, better watch out for him. A beast in the offense and the rush with the run. Yeah, Patriots are now 8-2 on the year. Excuse me, 9-2 on the year. I told you to take the Falcons to defeat the Buccaneers 34-20. Buccaneers never led in this game. Falcons had some tricks up their sleeve. Malik Sanu threw a wild card throwing touchdown pass to Julio Jones in convincing fashion. Falcons are 7-4, and they're right there with the Carolina Panthers. Between the two NFC South team, the last 3 and 4 last 2 spots in the NFC conference, 3 and 4 respectively. I told you to take the Bengals over the Browns, 30-16. Bengals was all over the game from the beginning. The Browns are now 0-10. I told you to take the Titans over the Colts, 20-16. The Colts made it close, as I've been suspecting that they would do. Titans do win the game, though. Ugly win for the Titans. Colts were leading in this game, but the Titans came back and pulled it out at the finish. DeMarco Murray with a touchdown run for Tennessee. They're 7-4. The late games, I told you to take the Seattle Seahawks over the San Francisco 49ers, 24-13. Seahawks 7-4. Unbelievable. They're still a game behind the Los Angeles Rams, but the Seahawks host the Eagles next week. Without Cam Chancellor, I don't think the Seahawks can beat that Eagles team coming to CenturyLink Stadium. 49ers Jimmy Garoppolo made his debut with just a few seconds in the game. Touchdown pass to Murray. Too little too late, because I think C.J. Beathard got hurt. Probably a concussion, likely. So Garoppolo will be here next weekend. So yeah, the 49ers lose, but Jimmy Garoppolo begins his quest as a quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. It was the Rams over the Saints, 26-20. Saints were trailing big in this game, but they found a way to come back to lose it by 6 points. Jared Goff, I think, had 3 touchdown passes, including at least 2 or 3 field goals in a game as well. Rams are now 8-3, and they're only 1 game behind second place Minnesota Vikings for the NFC Conference. It was the Raiders over Denver, 21-14. Denver looked a mess. Paxton Lynch was the quarterback for this game. He got hurt. Trevor Siemian took over. And believe it or not, the Broncos had 14 points. Raiders led this game 21-0 at the onset, but Broncos pulled back and lost the game by 7. Aqib Talib and Michael Crabtree both were ejected from this game. Fists were thrown, punches were thrown, people was getting knocked all over the place. It was ugly. And I think one, if not both of these two, will be suspended come Tuesday. We'll have to wait and see, along with some fines. maybe maybe 1 to 3 game suspension. We'll see. But the Raiders go to 5-6, still alive in the AFC West Conference. I've had the Jaguars to beat the Cardinals, but the Cardinals pulled it out on a game-winning field goal by, I forget who he was, 27-24, the final there. Jacksonville, believe it or not, had picked it off with under a minute to go in regulation. The Cardinals picked it off after Bortles had thrown the pick right after that. 45 seconds all apiece. And the Cardinals ran down the field and kicked that long 57-yard field goal for that kicker for Arizona. Cardinals are also 5-6. Jacksonville's loss ends their 4-game winning streak and they fall to 7-4. And that is the recap of my Week 12 picks. Don't forget, I have the Steelers winning this game tonight. The game is going on as we speak. And Ravens should win easy out against the Texans tomorrow night. Check us out on our Facebook page, YouTube Prognosticators on Facebook. They give you all the great insights, fantasy leagues, and all that good stuff. And their picks and their predictions as well. Check out their YouTube channel. Both of the links are down below for both. I'm TJ Harman for YouTube, _L for Twitter. I will be back on Tuesday night to give you my Week 13 picks, maybe with a guest, maybe by myself, but I'll check you guys then. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please click that like button, and I'll talk to you again in a couple of days. Take care, and I'll see you guys later.